So this is pound dollar analysis for Monday the 23rd of July. Now let's just have a look at prices and where prices may likely go. So previously we've had price come down slightly below the 29.83, from which we have seen the bullish buy side meant to come back into the market, tested 30.37. Brief pullback down towards the 30, towards that 130 level, retested a couple of times of that 130.37 before seeing the breakout to the upside, breaking above the 30.37. We've had price travel through the 30.93 and we've gone up to test the 31.47 here at present. So 31.47, we do have that confluence of 200 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of seeing sell side momentum come into the market from this level, from which we have seen a bit of a pullback. So if we do continue to hold resistance at 31.47, we're looking for a test of possibly at 30.93, and if there is sufficient volatility to the downside, I expect 30.37 to be far in the range here to the downside. But unless we did have an extraordinary day, in which case 130 may come into focus. But what we might see here is we might see a bit of a bull flag form where we are present. We might see a brief pullback from that 31.47, break and hold of that level, from which we will see a price progression in continuation with the most recent move here towards that 31.93, and if there is sufficient volatility to take us beyond 31.93, we're looking for a move towards that 32.20, and if we do have an extraordinary day in terms of volatility, possibly even that 32.81 here on the pound against the dollar. What we'll do now is we'll have a look here at the monthly chart to see how prices are developing. So here on this monthly chart, we can see we formed a bit of a flag, had a breakout to the downside. We are seeing what appears to be a slowdown in sell side momentum. Positive doji last month. This month, we've again seen prices trade towards new lows in the most recent trend, but we are seeing that bullish buy side momentum return to the market. So we do appear to be slowing down the momentum in around this 130. So if we can hold 130's potential support, looking for a recovery back to the upside here on the pound against the dollar. And what we'll do now is have a look here at the weekly chart. So on this weekly chart, we can see we came in towards the 140s. I think we can trade as high as 143s. See, we have seen the sell side momentum, brief pullback, sell side momentum, brief pullback, another sell side momentum again. And we did see a bit of a strong recovery from testing, heading below that 29.83. So we did see this notable wick in terms of its size. And so we'll look to see where we do see a bit more follow through to the upside, and whether we can post potentially higher lows and see continued recovery. If not, if we do see just merely a pullback and then a move to the downside again, the very next level that we would be looking at is in around that 29.83, where previously did see buy side momentum return to the market. And finally, we'll have a look here at the daily chart. So on this daily chart here, you can see we've had a bit of a pullback, sell side momentum return, bit of a pullback, sell side momentum, another pullback, and again we did see sell side momentum. Now, previous day, I suppose that was being Friday, posted a fairly large bullish candle, open to close, closing near the highs. We've come in towards the 31.47, a key level marked out here in red. So if we can break and hold above it, the very next level of note is, of course, a move up towards. Let's just see if we can get that correct. Just bear with me a second here. 32.81. That's what it appears to be. Yes, it is 32.81. So from a daily time frame perspective, if we can break and hold above 31.47, the very next major level of note to be looking at is a move up towards that 32.81 or possibly at 33.04 here on the pound against the dollar. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the pound dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.